So I've decided that for this video, I'm going to find a dumb BuzzFeed quiz and do it. This is how much of a feminist are you? Uh, don't really need to say anything else. Let's just dive headfirst into this bullshit. It's just to check all that apply. Let's see. I would be willing to give up some of my salary if I had to, so that equal pay in my workplace could be a reality. No, I want money. Uh, I believe that men and women should be equal. Yeah, I believe in equality. Uh, let's see. I can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics, even when I otherwise like the song. I don't know, is Baby Got Back misogynistic? Because I love that song and I will never complain. Uh, no, I have no issue with the misogynistic lyrics. I know who Bell Hooks is. No, and I think I'm glad that I don't, because that sounds weird. I can define intersectional feminism. Racism? I think it's just racism. It's like saying feminism and like something else. I have no fucking clue. I don't spend enough time researching this. Racism? I don't know. I can't confidently define it. So, no, I can't, apparently. Probably because I'm sick and tired. I don't use the phrase, hey guys, when referring to a group of people that includes men and women. Um, I tend to just call everybody guys or dudes or whatever the fuck word is most applicable at the time. Uh, the thing is, I feel like if I walked up to a group and said, "Hey girls," even if it was all girls, you'd get angry because I was calling them girls. That's all I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is gender. I think guys can be a gender neutral word depending on the context. So no, I use that phrase. Guess that makes me not a feminist. Good. Don't want to be. I have taken a women's and/or gender studies class. No. No, the second I go to college, if that is a course there, that is the moment where I steal a smallpox vial and smash it and kill everyone with smallpox. Um, except me. And I don't know, some other people of breeding age that aren't retards. So I can restart society without morons. Yep. I think it's important to encourage girls to pursue science and math as a career. I think it's important to encourage everyone to pursue that kind of career, but I think it should be equally important to say get into jobs where you can do things that are actually required to keep society functioning. And I also think, having someone in the house to take care of children would be a good thing. I'm not saying housewife. I'm saying, anyone. Like, whoever makes less money when you have kids should realistically be the one that stays at home because you can sort of take that, you know. It's like less damage. But unless you can afford to hire a babysitter. Uh, so yes, I think it's important to encourage that. Yeah. Uh, Women should be allowed to apply for a job if they fulfill 60% of the job requirements. No, no, the requirements. You need to fulfill them all. Like, right, if there's a job as a dog walker, um, and you don't have legs, it's one of the requirements. But I think having experience with dogs and you know owning your own lead, you know, I don't think those things qualify you if you're missing legs. Fair enough if you have a wheelchair, but I think you might want to have legs. Oh God, I'm an ableist. Tumblr, don't kill me. No, I don't care. Uh, no, no, they shouldn't be able to apply. Just like men shouldn't. No one should be allowed to apply if they don't meet the requirements. Uh, I think we should change women's bathroom symbols to not include traditionally feminine clothing, skirts, dresses, etc., etc. No, I think we should leave those the same because you know, like it's a clear identifier. What if they just look the same? What if the men's one and the women's one were identical? How would we know? How would we know which bathroom to use? It's different for a reason, for fuck's sake. Um, I believe trans people should be able to use whichever bathroom they identify with. Uh, yes. I, th I don't see why they shouldn't. I can see why people would be like, that person has a penis. I do not want them that close to my daughter when their penis is out. But that's what we have stalls for. Um, and a lot of bathrooms are gender neutral nowadays anyway. But, I think trans people should be allowed to use whatever the fuck bathroom they want. Uh, but I think that maybe, they should have some formal diagnosis of gender dysphoria first. I don't think just anyone should be allowed to wander in. Like someone at the door, it's like, you clearly have a penis. Do you have a card that says you're allowed to use a women's bathroom? And I know that might seem harsh. I know that might be like, seem like I'm discriminating. But it's not. Because, I can understand why people would have some fears of a random pervert just walking in and being allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. Uh, so I think, at the very least, you should have some legal recognition that you have gender dysphoria first. Because that is a diagnosable thing, and you're not really trans unless you have gender dysphoria. As far as I know, that's the way it works in Ireland anyway. You can't like get hormone treatment or uh, gender reassignment surgery unless you have gender dysphoria. Trust me, I've researched this. Um, so yeah, I believe they should be able to use the bathroom as long as they actually are trans. Uh, I believe it's important to encourage women to negotiate, like to negotiate to get better pay. Yeah, I think women should be encouraged to negotiate rather than you know bitch and moan on Tumblr that they don't get paid enough. I think it'd be nice. They were like, "Hey, boss, can you give me a raise?" Rather than my boss is a misogynist because he gave Jimmy a raise, but he didn't give me one, even though Jimmy asked for one and I didn't. Eh. What was that? What even was that? I hope this is picking up the audio because I'd be pissed if I had to re-record this. So yeah, it's important to encourage women to negotiate. I believe Jennifer Lawrence should earn as much as her male co-stars. Um, I believe that if her male co-stars are fucking unknown, she should earn more. But if they're like fucking, I don't know, who's more famous than her? Uh, is Daniel Radcliffe more famous? I don't know. Also, it should depend on the amount of work done, the amount of screen time a person has, the amount of time they have to spend on set. Uh, Various other factors, you know. Um, so no, she shouldn't earn as much if she doesn't do as much work. There should not just be a thing saying it shouldn't be a standard amount you get for doing the job. It should be the amount of work you have to do. You know, like I want her to be paid more than some random actor in the background that had two lines. But if she's just in a background role doing a cameo, I don't think she should be paid more than some somewhat unknown actors who are in the lead role. If you know what I mean. Uh, I do not think a movie should be released unless it passes the Bechdel test. Okay, that requires there to be at least two women in the movie, right? My problem with that, what if the movie is like some intense horror film where there's someone like, I don't know, buried alive, and that's the entire movie, right? Them being buried alive. So there's only one person in the movie. Even if it is a woman, then that's one person. You can't get around it. And I think it's bullshit to say you have to have so and so. It's limiting creative freedoms, and I don't agree with it. Uh, I believe all genders are entitled to the same social and political rights. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't give everyone identical rights because, like, you know, they're like you're getting into trans people here, there are distinct biological differences that are going to set apart, you know, people. You're gonna have different rights based on that, but whatever. I can explain why 78 cents to the dollar is not a fully accurate description of the wage gap. Yes, because 78 cents to the dollar is wrong. There is equal pay for equal work. Why do I have to explain this to people? Yeah, I can explain why that's not a fully accurate description of the wage gap, because the wage gap isn't real. I couldn't give a fully accurate description of a unicorn, because unicorns don't exist. Um, I believe that women who possess certain types of privilege are responsible for advocating for women who don't have their level of privilege. Um, no, because first of all, privilege is bullshit. Second of all, I think, it's kind of fair to say every man slash woman slash Invader Zim for themselves. Lazy joke at Tumblr pronouns with the Invader Zim thing, in case you didn't get it. Because people are dumb. It's because they use fake made up words. So yeah, no one's responsible for advocating for anyone else. You can choose to, but you're not responsible to. I'm not responsible to say, I don't know, uh, whatever the fuck, uh, people in the third world are suffering, blah blah blah. Because, a lot of people are suffering. Why should I spend my time focusing on the third world rather than myself? Wow, that sounds like I'm a selfish prick, which I am. If I had a daughter, I would encourage her to be anything she wanted. Um, I wouldn't encourage her to be dumb Tumblr things, if that's what you mean. I would encourage her, if she wants to get into game design, get into game design. If she wants to be a dressmaker or a wedding planner, she can do that. If she wants to be a microbiologist, go right the fuck ahead. I I will fully support her as long as she's not like, I'm a unicorn. No, sweetie, you're a unitard. You're a unicorn retard. You're a retarded unicorn. Except you're not a unicorn. You're just retarded. I'm suing Tumblr. They've broken my daughter. Um, yeah, look at all these jokes. Yeah, no, I wouldn't encourage her to be anything she wanted. I'd encourage her to be anything she wanted within reason. And I wouldn't encourage her to be something dangerous like an astronaut where she could die. Because I don't want my daughter dying in space. Even if that would be a cool way to go out. Also, it doesn't matter what I encourage her to do. It's up to her, not me. I would make it clear to my daughter from an early age that her identity should never be defined by her relationship status. I wouldn't really care, I don't think, about her relationship status. Uh, yeah, you're not fully defined by it, but, like, your identity is just who you are. Your relationship status, like, you put, like, Mrs. in front of your name if you're married. So that kind of defines your identity. It's going to define what's written on legal documents. You go from, you know, Ms., Miss, to Mrs., you know? So, yeah, no, it's partially defined by it. It's not fully defined by it. I believe it's important to compliment a woman's intelligence over her looks. But what if she's got great tits, though? Like, like really great tits. Uh, I would be equally as likely to compliment a guy over his looks, or his looks over his intelligence. Really, it's a matter of what's there to compliment. If a girl can't do basic maths but has great tits, I mean that's a compliment too, right? If you can't say something nice about them, don't say, I don't know, I'm a terrible person. I don't care about other people's feelings. I'm going to compliment them if I feel like complimenting them. If I want to compliment them, I probably want to get something out of them. Though most people are going to assume, oh, sex, no, a raise, because Could be my boss. You don't know. Hey, boss, great tits. Can I have a raise? No, I'm fired. Okay. Ugh, God, I suck at YouTube. I apologize. You shouldn't have to listen to this. Jesus Christ, why can't I just get on with it? Why do I have to do these little fucking gags? Uh, I believe that a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body. Within reason? Not entirely, obviously. Like, right. I don't believe that a woman who is in the like third trimester of pregnancy or whatever the fuck, it's 8 months into pregnancy, should be allowed to say, "Hey, I changed my mind about this baby. Can you kill it?" Um, I think at that stage, it's not entirely up to her. And I think at no stage should it entirely be up to one person. I think that the father should have some input if a baby's being aborted. Also, I think it's probably not wise to encourage people to damage their own health, you know? I'm not going to say, oh, you want to be the fattest person alive. You do that. You go, girl. No, I'm going to say that's going to kill you. Maybe you might want to consider a less dangerous uh, path in life, like, I don't know, jogging. Jogging could be fun. You might like that. Try not to die. I don't care. So, no, a woman doesn't have the full right to choose everything done to her body, just like a man doesn't have the full right to do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't think a man should have the rights to do things that are going to actively damage his health, because that could affect other people's fucking mind. What if someone's close to him? If he dies for fucking a heart attack because he never stopped fucking eating bacon because he really liked bacon, I'm not going to say, yep, it's perfectly fine for you to kill yourself with bacon and then send your mother spiraling into a depression because you really fucking like bacon, right? Um, so no one has the full right to do everything and anything they want to their body. In an instance of sexual assault against a female, I am inclined to believe the assaulted person is telling the truth until proven otherwise. That's literally guilty until proven innocent. Literally. We do not live in a society that advocates that sort of behavior. It's important to encourage the idea of innocent until proven guilty. Or, better yet, no opinion one way or the other until proven one way or the other. They may or may not be guilty. They may or may not be innocent. We don't know. And we can't take one person or 50 people's testimony as 100% fact, right? As far as I'm concerned, it's not fact unless there's evidence. Okay, right. Next one. I can explain Marlene Dietrich's influence on women's fashion. No. I know what a bad feminist is. Most of them. So yes. I believe that women should be able to dress however they want without it dictating how they are treated in society. I believe women should be able to dress however they want without it dictating how they're treated in society. Of course, how you dress is going to dictate how you're treated in society. If you go around dressed as a skeleton, people are not going to treat you the same way as if you went around dressed in, clothes. If you walked around 24/7 in a skeleton morph suit, people are going to think you're a fucking weirdo. That's a fact. There's no getting around that fact. Right? So, no. Yeah. People get treated however society treats them based on how they dress. And I don't think that should change. I think that's fair. I am offended by catcalling. Personally, if I was walking along the street and some random guy was like, "Hey, I like your ass," I would be like, "Oh, thank you." Unless he was like ugly, in which case I'd be like, "Thanks, bro." Likewise, coolio. I would get very awkward about it. If it was a girl who was like nice ass, I'd be like more or less the same reaction. I don't care. I I am sad and desperate and will date anyone regardless of what particular arrangement of parts they have. I don't give two fucks, right? I don't think women should get VIP treatment at nightclubs and bars just for being women. Yeah, I don't think that they should. I think everyone should be treated equally. You're not a VIP just because you're a woman. Parts you have do not define what VIP status you have. If you if you are famous, you are a VIP. If you are fucking, I don't know, Gandhi, I guess, you'd be a VIP. Because you're important, very important. Whatever. I think police brutality and its correlation with race is a feminist issue. No, because, feminism is about women's rights. Nothing to do with race at all. I think we should stop promoting models as the ideal female body type. Uh, Depends on the model. I don't know. We talking like plus size? Because I could deal with that being the ideal female body type. Yeah. Wait, no, that don't have too much competition. Scratch that idea. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's keep anorexic as the ideal body type. Let's keep the fat chicks having low self-esteem. Keep them desperate. God, I hope they get that's a joke. Partially. Um. Uh. I think we should stop photoshopping women's bodies in the media. Uh. No. Because if we stop photoshopping people's bodies, then we'll see how ugly people are. And when we see how ugly people are, it will destroy our perception of reality. I don't want my perception destroyed. I want to believe that there is such a thing as being perfect. Don't take this away from me. Right. Fuck. Sorry, I'm sick. In case you didn't get that from how fucked up my voice sounds. Also, I have to keep facing away from the mic to actually do this voiceover, so to actually read the fucking questions, like, I have to keep facing away from my laptop. Sorry about that. I'll try to get a better microphone. I have never called a woman bossy. I have probably called women bossy. I have probably called men bossy. I've probably called myself bossy. Just like I have probably called all of the above things I listed a bitch. Just like I know I've called myself a bitch. 'Cause I am a bitch. And if I can call myself a bitch, I know for a fact that I have probably called women a bitch. I'm the best bitch, though. I think companies should offer more child-friendly time and programs to women who are having children. I think that there should be a parental leave for both parents. I think you should get some time off with reduced pay, but still pay, so you can spend some time with your child, if that's what you mean by child-friendly time. And programs. What do you mean by programs, though? I guess I have to agree, but no. It specifically says to women. I hate that. I hate how it's like, right, we have an issue. Parents aren't getting enough time to spend with their children. So let's make sure women get time to spend with their children. What about the fathers? I think we should have this be more equal in terms of the way we do this. So I think it should be everyone. So I can't agree with that sheerly because it specifies women. And I think we should have equality, not giving one set of people rights that the other group doesn't have. And then instead of giving that other group rights, we take those rights and give them to the first group as well. That's what feminism is. It is taking rights from men and giving rights to women. And I can't agree with that. I can only agree with everyone starting out equally and themselves, their own initiative, pushing themselves beyond that point. I don't think we should open up doors and force ourselves to help out women just because. I don't think it's that simple. As far as I'm concerned, we should have actual equality, which is an equal starting point and an equal path for everybody. But I don't mean we should have quotas. Quotas are the exact opposite of what we need. We need people to earn their positions. We need to be able to say, this person is a hard worker. This person actually tries. This person has way, way more credentials. Regardless of whether that person is male or female, they should be the one in the position. Not an equal amount. Because that's stupid. What else? What's the next question? Right. I believe that a woman should be offered the same opportunities for promotion as her male co-workers. If she works as hard as them, yes. If not, then no. If she works harder, she deserves more of an opportunity for promotion. I think whoever is the best one there should be the one approached about a promotion. Other than that, fuck it. You don't get one if you're not the best, if you don't deserve one. And if the best turns it down, we go to the second best, and so on and so on, regardless of whether that person is male or female. I believe that if, offered the same opportunity, so no, because I believe that everyone should have this, opportunities based on their ability, not their gender. I believe that if a woman wants to pay on a date, her date should let her. Why can't they just pay for what they ordered? I mean, if I were out on a date with someone, regardless of whether they were male or female, I'd be like, right, so I will pay for what I got, and you pay for what you got. Maybe I'll cover what you got, then next time you can cover what I get. Sound fair? You know, I'd want to be in a relationship where we can have that sort of agreement, where we don't have to be like, yep, that, whatever. I'll pay this time, you pay next time. Who cares? I'll pay it, you pay it, whatever. No. Pay for what you ordered and maybe cover for each other every now and then. Does that not seem fair? I believe that women should have easy access to birth control. Well, do they not already? Can't you just get pills? Can't you just get, whatever the fuck else? Can't you just tell the guy to wear a condom? If he doesn't, can't you just be like, no condom, no sex? It's that easy. Just do that. Fuck's sake. So, I believe they should have easy access to birth control, I suppose. So, I'll take that. I believe they should. Whatever. Well, it unclicked. I think BuzzFeed might be broken. Okay, there, it's clicked. I believe that in a relationship, the domestic duties should be shared, like cleaning the dishes, and taking care of the child. Yes, that should be shared. Okay, I think a couple should have equal responsibility over the aesthetic and cleanliness of their home. Well, I mean, if one of them's like, no, we need to have this house clean, there are guests coming over, and the other one's like, God, it's just Jim from bowling night. He won't care how tidy the throw pillows are. What just happened? Where did the website go? What? BuzzFeed's gone. Questions are gone. What happened? Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm just going to try and accurately reproduce those questions. I'll get back to you in a minute. This video is already a half hour. Right, no idea where I was in this. Just, I think I was on the equal aesthetic and cleanliness, right? So, yeah, Jim from bowling's not going to care. Is basically just the one that wants the place clean. is the one that fucking should be actually caring about cleaning it, right? Like, if I want the place tidy and I'm dating someone, I'm not gonna expect them to fucking tidy up. I'm gonna tidy up. If they want it clean, I hope they extend the same courtesy to me. Yeah, yeah. Uh, but like, if they ask me to fucking clean it, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I guess. Uh, I won't be particularly excited about it, but I'll help them. I don't care. Right? So, no, I don't think they should have equal responsibility for that. I believe that men should be encouraged to be involved and make choices in the wedding planning process. If they feel like it. Uh, if they don't feel like it, they shouldn't. If they do, they should. Uh, I guess, yeah. I believe that men and women have the same emotional strength. I believe it's a matter of the individual. I believe that I might not be as emotionally strong as some random person down the street. They might be emotionally stronger than me. I don't know. I believe if you took 50 guys and 50 girls, put them in a room together, did some things to test emotional strength. What is emotional strength? If you lack emotional strength, are you just very emotional? Does that mean you like have no emotions if you have like all the emotional strength? Or is that like how strong the emotions are? Are you more or less emotive with the emotional strength? I don't understand this. I'm confused. BuzzFeed, stop being dumb. Right? No, they don't have the same because each individual is different. Uh, I do not think that it is the responsibility of a man to protect a woman physically. Yeah, it's not a man's responsibility. If a woman feels like taking a self-defense course, go right the fuck ahead. If not, don't. Don't expect anyone to jump in the way of a bullet for you. Don't expect anyone to take a karate chop to the face for you. It's not going to happen. I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their emotions. Uh, well, it depends on what those emotions are. Are those like particularly rapey emotions? Because if they're particularly rapey, I don't think men or women should be encouraged to express them. If those emotions are like jealousy or something, then no. If it's anger, then no. Maybe a little more chill for women because they probably won't hurt you as much. That being said, uh, you know, I would definitely think that it'd be more of a risk to have Katie Taylor flip her shit at you than I don't know, fucking random male person who is not particularly strong. I don't know, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy might not be that tough. Bill Cosby's old. Uh, Fuck it. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. Right? I don't think Christopher Walken would have much luck fucking you up. Katie Taylor would. Katie Taylor would fuck up Christopher Walken. What am I going on about now? Right. But I think my point is comedians and actors generally are not as strong as Olympic boxers. And Olympic boxers can be women. I don't know. At the same time, I think Katie Taylor would probably fuck up Amy Schumer. So would I don't know, Conor McGregor. I don't know if Amy Schumer pissed off Conor McGregor, he's probably a fairly respectable guy. He'd probably just like brush it off. I don't know. I don't follow sports. Do I sound like someone who follows sports? I don't think I do. I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their. I just read that one and I gave like a big spiel about I don't know Bill Cosby and Christopher Walken. Uh, yeah, no, shouldn't be equally encouraged. They should be equally discouraged because emotions kill people. I don't know. Yeah, equal. What individually? Nobody gives a shit. Uh, I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. But what if she's infertile? That could be rude. I don't want to be rude to someone who's infertile or something. That I would just feel like an asshole. I've never asked a woman that because I don't care. I would be equally excited to have a son or a daughter. Yes, they could both pass on my genetic material to the next generation. As long as they're not asexual, I don't care. Uh, I'm looking at you, Tumblr, you dick. I think the American workplace culture is often not structured in a way that is helpful or encouraging to women succeeding. I don't know anything about the American workplace culture because I am Irish and still only in school. So I don't even know about the Irish workplace culture. I don't know. Uh, oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one not ticked because I don't know enough to say one way or the other, and I'm not going to make the claim, in case I am wrong. I think women have a responsibility to help and encourage other women to pursue their goals. No, no one has any responsibility to anyone else just because they have the same genitals or gender. I don't care, right? If you feel like it, do it. If you don't, don't. I think women are equally capable to men to be the president of the United States. I don't know. Is the woman like fit to be president? Is she ill? Could she be potentially terminally ill? Uh, how old is she? Is the man more physically fit? Is the man more likely to live? Being president is stressful. Only a few years of it ages you decades. For fuck's sake, just look at before and after pictures of presidents. It fucks you up, man. It fucks you up. So, again, it depends on the individual. So, no, individuals maybe, not just genitals. Your genitals don't make you equally capable of anything. I also don't make you not equally capable of anything. They're not relevant. I believe that women have no responsibility to make a conscious effort to always be polite or friendly. Is this a thing? Are women expected to always be polite and friendly? Because I know some women who are dicks. Uh, that are actively not polite or friendly. Um, so yeah, you have no responsibility. So yeah, neither do men, but whatever. Um, I have never criticized a woman for not wearing makeup or for wearing too much makeup. I often criticize people because of the amount of makeup they wear. Not for not wearing enough, but definitely for wearing too much. Mostly my own mother. Like, people can be excessive with makeup. And I will not be hesitant to tell you you are wearing too much makeup. Because I am an asshole. I'm the best asshole. But I am an asshole. And I will tell you if I think you're wearing too much makeup. I will be very, very vocal. Because I don't care about your feelings on the matter. Fuck you, if you think I should care. So yeah, I've criticized women for wearing too much makeup. I'd criticize a man if he wore too much makeup. Or not. I think I have complained to men for not wearing enough makeup. Because, Jesus Christ, male teenagers seem to get acne a lot worse than female teenagers. And they need to cover that shit up, seriously. I believe a woman is a woman if that's what she calls herself, regardless of physical attributes and makeup. So we're talking about trans women here. I don't see how that makes you a feminist. Makes you in favor of LGBT people having rights. That's about it. No, I don't believe if she calls herself that, or whatever. If she has gender dysphoria and has a penis, but actively dislikes the fact that she has a penis, actively hates the fact, and it makes her basically physically sickened by the thought of it, and wants to have it surgically removed, wants to alter herself to reflect how she feels, then yes, but some random moron on Tumblr saying, "Look at me, I'm a non-binary trans blah blah blah," just because you use words doesn't make you a thing. There are biological aspects to your gender. Saying it's a social construct and it's flexible and whatever the fuck else just hurts actual trans people because they're taken less seriously. And that's not a good thing. That's a terrible thing. By saying it's a flexible social construct, you are basically saying trans women and trans men are just saying what they are. That they're just deciding to be that. You don't decide what you are. You decide your gender about as much as you decide your sexual orientation. Right? It's not a choice. You don't get to pick what you are. And anyone that says otherwise is fucking retarded. Okay? Yeah, okay, I think I've gotten enough rant about that. So yeah, show me my results after 50 fucking questions and 40 fucking minutes. You checked off 11 out of 50 on this list. You know your fair share about women's rights and suffrage, but hey, it never hurts to learn a little more. No. You basically asked me, how do you feel about racism? How do you feel about trans people? How do you feel about giving women more rights than men? You don't think that those are all feminist things? You think giving women more rights than men is just another form of sexism? Well, then you're not a feminist. And you know what? I completely agree. I'm not a feminist. I am a proud anti-feminist. Now, if you'll excuse me, people, my copy of the Satanic Bible by Anton Zander LaVey just arrived, and I want to fucking read it. I'm glad I got this 40 fucking minute video out of the way. Thank you for listening to my bullshit for 40 fucking minutes.